Hey everybody, David here. Today we are talking about tripods. And I know I don't talk about tripods enough, so that's actually a joke. I talk about tripods all the time, but I do want to talk about a tripod today. I picked it up a couple of days ago. It is this little device here. It is an Amazon Basic carbon fiber tripod. So this was about $80 on Amazon. And the way that it comes packaged is just like this. Loosen that up here. Slide that up. So this is how it comes. And if you look at this, I mean, this is a really, really small footprint. Really small footprint. So this is the camera, or this is the tripod. This will fit in, will probably fit in my bag. Let me check here. So I have an Urban Disguise 40, and I think if I were to just put it in the side here, it's a tight fit, but it will fit. So I'd have to move it over just a little bit, but it will fit in my bag. So if I was really in a bind, and if I'm traveling in a plane, a lot of times I like to have everything in a bag. I don't like to carry the tripod out. So, okay. Managed not to break the zipper. Okay, so it does fit. You have to do a little wiggling around. If I wanted to, I might be able to even fit it there. I don't know, I didn't even try it, but if you really, really needed to get it in there, and if you have a bigger Urban Disguise, then it'll fit in that one. Urban Disguise 40, you can make it fit. So that's always good to know. So there's a tripod. It is about 2.4 pounds, so very, very light. It goes up, I think the height is 52 inches, which is, I mean, it's not the tallest tripod. I have another tripod I'll show you really quickly, that 62 or 66 inches, I believe. So it isn't the tallest, but hey, it'll work. It'll get what you need. And if you're shooting landscape photography, this is all you need. I mean, landscape photography, you don't need a tripod that's really, really tall, or it really doesn't matter, because you're shooting a landscape. You're shooting buildings and mountains and stuff like that. So you don't really need a tripod that's really, really tall. So let's really quickly go over everything on here. Now you have the little twisty loosening devices. So you just twist it one way and then you tighten it the other. And do the same here. Now these are neat because you can just twist them and then pull it out and it will just tighten up. So pull it out and then tighten it on your own. You have to be careful though. I have broken these before. Not this one, but I did break it before when I twisted it and pulled it too hard. I pulled it out. So, okay, so we have that one standing. And then you also need to make sure that it's tightened, because sometimes it's not and it will kind of creep down on you. So that's what it looks like. I think I push it down a little bit more. That's what it looks like when it's at the lowest. This is at the lowest level. Now you also have this here that you can move up and move up. Okay, so you get to see, okay, yeah, you have a little extra height there. The only problem when you're pulling the neck up like that, you're going to run into problems because it will shake a lot more. So you do have a little device underneath here. You can pull it out and you can hang a bag on there or something like that. So that will allow you to make it a little sturdier. Okay, so I have another one here. If I don't break it, another tripod here. And this is, I believe this one's 66 inches. So we'll take a look at this one just to compare the sizes. Okay, so this is one that I use as well. So I would use this if I'm traveling, if I'm going somewhere. If I'm going somewhere, I would definitely use the smaller one. But if I'm just going around town, then I'm going to use this one. I just want you to see, I know this is going to go off the camera, to see the difference in height. So normally, and this is all the way up, normally I would shoot with it down like that. So if it's full, if it's down, this is normally the way I would shoot. They're primarily the same. But if I drop this down to make it sturdier, you can see that there's a difference. Now this goes up this much higher, just to give you, my camera's not going to be able to reach that, but it does go up higher, obviously. And we're talking, well, 66 inches compared to 52. So that is that. Just put this aside and let's quickly go over this, the rest of this camera, or this tripod. So just twist this back, close them up like that. So really quickly do, you can really quickly do that. Okay, so, and then you just need to make sure these are tight, because if they're not, they're gonna creep back out on you. Okay, so looking at, you see the neck, how the neck goes up, it comes back down there. You have these little devices, or these little notches here, and so when you pull these out, it will loosen it up, and you can put it in all different type angles, and then you just tighten them back down, and they will lock. So it gives you more flexibility to move your tripod in different angles. So if you're shooting macro photography, things like that, you can get this really close to the ground, and you can also flip it upside down and take pictures that way. So I can flip it upside down, put my camera upside down, take pictures with it that way. Okay, so that's that. One thing that I was really happy with, and it was a pleasant surprise because I didn't anticipate this, but the head of this tripod, it pans and it's fluid. So it has a fluid pan. So it's just smooth and it moves. There's a little, if you look on one side of the head, you can see numbers. It's like degrees, so you can tell exactly how far you've moved it. And it's really fluid pan, so that's great. What else here? The top, the ball head, it's not fluid, but it does pan, tilt, move all around. It goes sideways like that for portrait shot. And then you also have on the top here, you have a leveler, and then you have a quick release. So you loosen this up and you're able to move this around, pull this out like that. Now it's locked in there. It's not going to go anywhere until I push the little quick release on the side and I can pull this out. So that's how that works. On the bottom here, you have a little twisty thing, which I like these little twisty things as opposed to the little cut in there where you can just put like a screwdriver or something in there, or a penny to tighten it up. I like just having it all in one. I don't have to have an extra tool. I have everything that I need right here. So that's great. So all in all, great tripod. I don't see any real problems with it. It's carbon fiber, it's light, it's everything that I would need, and it's something that I can put into a small space, bag, definitely my suitcase. So it works really well. I've taken it out. I've shot a few time-lapse scenes with it and had no problems. I mean, it wasn't shaky or anything like that. So it's a really, really good tripod. All right, please like this video if it's something that you're interested in, and please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. We have this, and then we have the cord here. Now, just make sure when you purchase this, you purchase it for the right camera. I'm using a 7D for this demonstration, it's a Canon 7D. Depending on what type of camera you have,